Who left all this precious junk around? Was it you?
Strongest super mutant. No green stuff here. Buckethead would show up, I'd rip his legs clean off. Ah! 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 Ha ha ha! Oh, you hit like Brad Roach. Aha! Got you! Oh!
enemies can't hide. His enemies won't escape. They'll face his judgment. Big Mothman.
His eyes burn like the night, and no enemy can escape his plight. You have rejoined us, and the flaps of his powdery embrace. That was weird. Let me try again. Welcome back. Wait, are you new? Whatever. Welcome back. He is our shepherd in the light. The dark? Ah, shit, he looks after us. Oh! Hey! Something Mothman. Something. Huh? Oh! Good day. My name is Blair. My name is Blair. I'm still a bit new around here. Who are you?
Calls to us. He calls
How
to us.
dare you? Putting my faith in question? Wait. Either? You're one of us. Oh, thank God. I mean, thank the Mothman. Well, presumably for the same reason you are. Aren't all the non-believers here for the same thing? To get back at Hugo for going back on the deal. And
Praise
just
to
generally
him.
being total filth. He screwed us over, big time. Made promises that upended our lives and put us all at risk. It's about time he gets what he deserves. I'm sure whatever he did to you makes you feel the same. Shh! Don't let him hear you say that. You can't put our disguise at risk. Not now that we're so close to completing our vengeance. Suit yourself. Not like I got anything else to do in these dark tunnels anyway. Yep, all ready for the big sacrifice. Just sitting in the dark, waiting for the light to consume us. Truly an inspiration. We shall follow her lead. She's onto something big. Bigger than anyone here realizes. Make sure you do what she requests for this ritual. Oh, well, me too. Good, prayings.
All hail the hairy moth. Holy Mothman. Holy.
Wise and holy Mothman. You're not really like them either, are you? Don't blow our cover. What news from the surface, new blood? Did that sound right?
Are you here for the ritual too? I don't know what's taking so long.
If it's a Mothman, then why the hell are there eggs everywhere? Praise be to him. Where his wings flop, I'll go with him.
At the time of recognizing, the worthless will be showered in his divided light.
We are his flock, guiding him through his equine... We are his flock, guiding him through his equine... Wait, no. You've returned. Enemies can't or hide. Have you arrived? No. His enemies won't escape. Wait, they'll face his judgment. Our enemies can't hide. His enemies won't escape. They'll face his judgment. Big Mothman, hear my story. Keep me safe from the storm. Big Mothman, hear my story. Keep me safe from the storm. His eyes burn like the night, and no enemy can escape his plight. Welcome, child.
Our shepherd.
Let him shower you with his love.
The dark.
Was that convincing?
Shit. He looks after us. Hey.
I don't think I've met you yet. Odd, I thought I knew all our believers. Anyway, I'm Scarlet. And you are?
Calls
Mothman holy. And he has been guiding my path for quite some time now. But Alex has been a true prophet. Oh, we are all so excited for the big ritual. We are so close to being consumed by the light.
To him.
All hail the hairy moth. Holy, holy Mothman.
What a stupid question. She is our leader, you fool. Oh, I almost envy her. She has been chosen by the great Mothman. Oh, I wish I was chosen. No, Scarlet, envy is an ugly thing. No place for envy amongst believers. The Mothman shall receive all us believers equally and consume us with the light.
Wise and holy Mothman, protect us in our times of...
As you were.
If it's a moth man, then why the hell are there eggs everywhere? Praise be to him. Where his wings flop, I'll go with him.
At the time of recognizing, the worthless will be showered in his divided light. At the time of recognizing, the worthless will be showered in his divided light.
Password? You may pass. You may pass. What do you mean you don't know who I am? I'm Pepper, and you better not make me an enemy. I'm a good ally to have. Hope you don't waste my time again when you come back.
We are his flock, guiding him through his equine... Wait, no. Something about you isn't quite culty enough. Keep your head down and they won't notice. Oh, great Mothman, look upon your lands with mercy and protect us from... stuff. There you are. How fares the surface? Just act normal and take my lead. Yes, I agree. Praise be to the Holy Mothman. Our enemies can't hide. No, his enemies won't escape. They'll face his judgment. Big Mothman, hear my story. Keep me safe from the storm. And... his eyes burn like the night, and no enemy can escape his plight. He is our shepherd in the light. The dark? Ah, shit, he looks after us.
Look, don't get too close to them. They might see through your disguise.
It calls to us. He calls to us.
praise to him.
Hey, I don't remember your face. The pig can get lost. Soon he'll know the pain I felt when he took Audrey away. What a weird time to ask questions. I guess we can spare a few seconds. I like to get to know my victims a little anyway. Hugo caught wind that I was still in contact with Audrey after they moved to Shenandoah. He sent a goon to kill me, keep me away. The bombs fell as I was being attacked. Probably the only reason I managed to escape. I was out in the woods by myself, barely alive, getting my strength back. Until this lot found me and made me their leader. Lucky me. They've turned out to be a great help to make my revenge against Hugo a reality. I'm not alone in that. Many here want to see Hugo suffer, and I won't let you get in the way of that. That's really easy. Surprised you couldn't figure that one out yourself. If I can't have Audrey, then Hugo can't have Cassidy. Getting her was simple. Just convince some of our ghoul members that the Mothman has spoken. He demands a special sacrifice. Got them dolled up in some clean 63 jumpsuits and had them sneak in during the night. Good thing that door in the basement is wide open. Now they're all abuzz about a super special ritual, waiting for my next move. But I still haven't picked out the right tool for the job yet. For some of them, it's just a matter of saying the right thing. Mothman showed me this, Mothman showed me that. Next thing you know, I'm a prophet. The rest? Well, we share a common interest. They're my wolves hiding in Moth's clothing. We have one goal. Get back at Hugo. Do you know what that bastard did to these people? How he used them, stole their homes, left them for dead? There's so much about that man, that family, that you barely understand. Allow me to enlighten you. There was a small town still in this park when Hugo arrived. Right where he wanted to build his precious vault. When they refused a buyout, he offered them all a safe spot when the bombs dropped. They accepted. If you know Hugo, it shouldn't surprise you that he went back on that deal. He left them all for dead, scared them off, and kept the land. He is a parasite, sucking dry the innocent, making no compromises that stand in the way of his vision. It doesn't take much time around the Stoltzes before this story starts to make perfect sense. Hugo feeds off the vulnerable. Always has. Maybe now you understand who you're working for. Why I can't let you take my prisoner away. Audrey was the only one who ever got me. Ran into each other in a bookstore in the before times. That nerd. God, I miss her. Her dad hated us being together. Thought I was a bad influence on her. Maybe I thought he was a capitalist pig. The family business was everything to him. Anything that stood in its way had to be eliminated. I guess I stood in the way. I'm sure she would understand. But also, look at me. Look what I've become. She would never take me back anyway. I agree.
And why would I do that?
I doubt Audrey would even know I'm still alive. Our love has no chance anymore. Too much has happened. Too much has changed, including myself. Wait, hang on. Is this? No, can't be. This book. I gave it to Audrey way back. Maybe you're on to something after all. If this thing is the real deal, that is. Of course it was a trap. Ugh. Let me guess. Hugo's doing right. Well, it don't matter no more. He got what he wanted. If you see Audrey, will you tell her I never stopped loving her?
We're supposed to protect each other, right? Yeah? Protect that sacred spawn!
All hail the hairy moth!
Why is it holding them all? Protect us in times of need. If it's a moth man, then why the hell are there eggs everywhere? Praise be to him. Where his wings flop, I'll go. At the time of recognizing. We are his...
Our enemies can't hide. His enemies won't escape. They'll face his judgment.
What's with all the flutter? Big Mothman.
You're back. Good. I trust you have taken care of everything. And I can send my man out to get Cassidy.
Surely the name is a coincidence. It's a pretty popular name, after all.
Oh, that. Clever, right? I had some of my engineers develop the mechanism years ago. I knew it would come in handy at some point. And what a lucky coincidence that I held onto that book, too. I take it was a success, then, Alex's dad. So dramatic. Please, it was a necessary move, and you will be paid in kind for your involvement in it. With that matter settled, I will notify a team to conduct a rescue effort to bring Cassidy home. I'm truly grateful, my friend.
You're unbelievable. You just couldn't let it go, could you? The only solution you have is to just kill and kill and kill. I can't believe I came up here to try and talk this through. To try to make you see some reason. But I seem to have forgotten how
Tired of all the red tape,
efficient you are.
just to get a breath
All
of
these
barely
years of
fresh
not knowing
air.
if she was still alive. I had a tiny spark of a hope that I could see her again. But now she's gone.
For good. And there is no one else to blame but you. Both of you. How could you be so naive? Didn't you realize my father would stop at nothing to see her dead? Murder is nothing to him. It's a shortcut. You hear me, Father? That's all you are. A bloodthirsty murderer. I mean, what is Alex's life to you? Just a little bit more blood on your hands. Shouldn't make much of a difference, right? Whatever it takes to get your way. You're a psychopath.
You reckon that storm is gonna get worse?
Audrey, hang on. You still don't understand. Alex kidnapped your mother. Ah, no talking sense into that one. She always just runs away.
Nobody wants to know us because of our, condition.
You got used to it. I must get word to the rescue team. Bis später.
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air. It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up.
Audrey is trying to fix the weather machine? Hasn't that thing caused enough trouble? It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us. If you're ready, I'd like to brief you on a highly classified matter. To be frank, you are among the few here that I believe I can share this information with. Though I suppose that's not saying much. I have not been entirely honest about my role here. Not to you, nor other members of the Vault, Hugo included. I am Lieutenant Colonel James T. Oberlin, United States Army. Actively, not formally. I remain in contact with him to this day. I suspect that's for good reason. There's much about how we operate that civilians aren't privy to. And like I said, for good reason.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here.
Originally, I was to oversee a government-funded weather research project. One that was shut down and then ultimately scooped up by Mr. Stoltz. While I was never exactly an expert on the subject, Mr. Stoltz found my experience with the project important for the transition. That project led to the development of this very Vault's weather machine, and ultimately our current predicament. I have remained in contact with my associates in the Army ever since, reporting the good and the bad. Not quite. When I signed on with Mr. Stoltz, I made it clear where my allegiances lie. He did not seem concerned with this. Whether or not he realized that I would maintain those allegiances long after the world came crashing down, well, that's not my concern. Not long ago, I dispatched a member of my team to pass along my findings to a drop site I've been using over the years. Unfortunately, he has failed to return, and I fear the worst. Daniel is a good man. It's important we bring him home, if still possible. There's also the matter of the report, and whether or not it had been passed along, or potentially fallen into the wrong hands. No, Daniel is part of the security crew hired by Mr. Stoltz, but he is still a member of my team. While I wasn't able to select my team personally, I have come to trust each and every one of them. It pains me not knowing Daniel's condition.
Information on the weather machine, the storm, the Lost, and Mr. Stoltz's recent activities. If things continue to accelerate as they are, I may end up requesting additional support. It's imperative they be made aware of what's happening. Thank you. The drop is located at High Knob Tower along the western perimeter of the park. We haven't had trouble with that location so far, but there is a chance the Lost have overrun it. Or potentially some other party, drawn in by the allure of the storm. Either way, you're going in blind. Be prepared for the worst. Oh, welcome back. How can I help?
Is that my heart beating faster or a Geiger counter? Nope, it's a Geiger counter.
Bethesda.
In my
it get to this point?
I'm so fucking bored. Where'd I put those chems?
I hate my thoughts. I hate my thoughts. I hate my thoughts.
Once I'm through with you! I promise I won't hurt you.
compromised. A group of outsiders rolled in, heavily armed, started setting up camp. Only a matter of time until they find me up here. Pretty sure this is it for me. But, listen, Chief, I gotta come clean. I want to go to my grave with a clean conscience. This whole thing The reports, the army. It's a sham, boss. Every single file has gone straight to Mr. Stoltz. We're his men first, Chief. Not yours. Not really. There's no military contact. Just Hugo. Those of us in the know have been heading out here to play the part. Make you think it's real. But this ain't a drop site. It's a smoke break spot. I'm sorry you gotta find out like this, Chief. You're one of the good ones. Don't trust anyone down there. We're all just his puppets. Oh, shit! I'm sorry.
You seem perturbed, my friend. Has your work with Chief Oberlin been that taxing? How crude. Come now, my friend. What is this all about? Of course his men work for me. You all work for me, my friend. Allow me to explain. James T. Oberlin is a workhorse. Powerful, focused, efficient. But someone like him needs order. Blinders and a carrot, if you will. With too much freedom of thought, people like him are lost. James came to me as a part of a package. I bought a box of cereal, and he was the delightful toy at the bottom. Now he was a highly decorated, highly skilled prize, but still a part of a larger whole. The best thing for someone like him is a simple purpose. He plays this role because he needs to believe it's true. A smarter man would see through this facade immediately. But not Oberlin. Oh no. A crueler thing would be shattering the only thing that's kept the man sane for the past 2 decades. I do this for him, you know.
What if we go back to the surface and nobody wants to know us because of our Vault 63 has lasted this long?
I would strongly advise against that course of action. I must warn you, disrupting such a delicate balance as the human psyche is a dangerous thing. You don't know what will push someone over the edge. But I will not stand in your way. Just choose your words carefully. Did you want anything?
Oh, I got struck by an idea. Gotta write it down. Where is it? Oh, there is still a blank space on the wall.
We
That'll
felt
do.
the whole vault shaking a while back.
Just how far did they go to cover up scandals? What else have they done? Oh, welcome back. How can I help? You're back. And without Daniel. What was the situation? You're serious? And you have proof? Are you sure? Look at me. Are you sure? After all this time, it takes someone from outside this vault to finally tell me the goddamn truth. Thank you, my friend. This... it's very upsetting. I'm glad I have you to rely on. I'm gonna kill that. No, not yet. Not now. I can't give him the opportunity to turn this around on me. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
It's a shame we
We
don't
need time
have
to
the
make
workforce
sense of
to
this.
spruce place
It's
up.
best that Hugo remain unaware that I've been shown the truth. Not until I'm ready to act. I will allow him to think he retains control. You've earned a reward for your effort and honesty. I will let you know if and when I decide to act on this revelation. For now, I wait. Be careful with who you place your trust in down here. It's a viper's den. Dismissed. Thank...
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry
Been a
about, though.
long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
Busy.
You have beautiful skin. It's
This
unsettling.
research and science and discoveries and news.
Thanks again for the help back
Screw it.
there.
I
Couldn't have
miss
done
how
it
was
without you.
before.
So it was her. But why? Nice job on finding the replacement part.
What do you need? Oh?
Oh, hello. Please don't touch anything in here. You've already had enough.
I know Audrey and Stoltz aren't on good terms right now, though I haven't been able to determine why. Still, I recognize that look behind Audrey's eyes. It's only a matter of time before she snaps.
Hello again.
If you can, keep an eye on Stoltz for me. I'm sure he has requests for you, and I want to know what he's up to.
If you break it, you repair it.
Oh? What did you want to know?
Thanks again for the help back there. Couldn't have done it without you.
How? Yes, I do.
Nice job on finding the
How
replacement.
do you know about the Atlas Project? Fort Atlas? Not the Atlas Observatory?
Hello again.
I can't say that I do, but I imagine you're about to tell me.
This facility is filled with state-of-the-art technology, but you probably can't even appreciate that.
I told you the military always has a contingency plan.
Hello.
Unless they aren't military. I'd better be cautious before making contact. It's impossible to know who they are, or how much has changed. It's worth investigating.
Nice
Could even
job
be
on
worth
finding the
establishing
replacement part.
contact.
Hello again.
I took over the role of Chief Army Scientific Advisor from Major Bentley, when he was deemed unfit for the role. Through my management, the program got back on schedule, and we started to see results.
Nice job
Not
on
that it
finding a
mattered in the
replacement
end.
part.
Thanks again for the help back there. Couldn't have done it without you.
The bombs did drop suddenly, and the wasteland is a dangerous place. It is possible that not all of them may have survived. No, they must
If
have.
you break it, you repair it.
Something I can help you with?
Observation, mostly. I was trusted with everyone's safety. Being security chief meant I had access to everything. I had ears everywhere, from maintenance to
Nice job on
top
finding a
brass.
replacement part.
I was to report everything to my superiors at the Capitol. That was the order anyway.
Oh, hello.
The U.S. Armed Forces always have contingencies planned. We're prepared for all eventualities. Even if not everyone were able to make it,
Please.
there were plans in place to get personnel of every level to a safe location. They'll be finalizing preparations for operations to regroup and rebuild across the country. My last orders were to continue sending reports on progress of the projects here, and report any suspicious behavior from anyone.
With state-of-the-art
It was before the
technology.
recent chaos.
Probably can't even appreciate that.
Hello again.
While it's not the life I envisioned for myself, it's been surprisingly pleasant for the most part. Present conditions aside, it's only really been the last decade or so when things have really begun to fall apart.
Please.
Anything else?
Talk to me right now.
Thanks again for the help back there. Couldn't have done it
Nothing
without
too
you.
personal, I hope. Fort Atlas. Not the Atlas Observatory?
If you break it, you repair it.
Thanks again for
I'm going to assume that this
Couldn't
is
have
a
done it
poor
without
attempt
you.
at humor to lighten the mood, and politely ask you to stop. Now please, tell me about Fort Atlas.
Please, don't talk to me.
My leadership got Atlas funded.
something I can
Dr.
help you
Hammond was a genius, but he had issues with authority. He had issues with Bentley, too. I sometimes wonder if it was Bentley who was really the problem. Thank you. Let me know if there's anything else.
Please, don't
All right, then.
talk to me right now.
Hello again.
Oh? Very few people know Cassidy is still in the vault, let alone where she is. Please, keep it to yourself for now.
Touch anything
We don't want
here.
any unnecessary
Already had
fuss.
enough damage.
Or was there something else?
Thanks again for the help back there. Couldn't have done it without you.
Anything else you need? My office is always open if you have something important to bring to my attention.
If you break it, you repair
Oh, hi
it.
there. Nice to see you again. It's coming along. Well, sorta. It would be so much easier if I had access to my lab in organics. Still, it's not all bad. You helped me make a major breakthrough. Soon I'll have it all figured out.
Anything in here?
Probably.
We've already had
Maybe.
enough damage.
I hope.
I just need to find proof. Then I can finally deal with that egotistical bastard.
Ask away. My family? Well, there's Uncle Hugo and Aunt Cassidy. There's my cousin Audrey, and then there's
Nice
Papa.
job on finding
Who do
a
you want to know
replacement.
about? Aunt Cassidy loved art back before the war. She used to run art shows and stuff, and donate the proceeds to art schools and galleries.
Nice job on
She
finding
did
a
everything
to
for
keep
Uncle
an eye on
Hugo
this.
once they got married, but still found time to take care of others. Not as fun as you might think. Oh, I know I had a privileged upbringing. I had plenty of opportunities others didn't, but it wasn't really fun.
Nice job on
I tried to
finding a
make Uncle
replacement.
Hugo laugh a few times with some harmless pranks. Instead, I just got in trouble.
Audrey is trying to fix the weather machine? Hasn't that thing caused enough
I only
trouble?
really saw him at parties and family gatherings. But you could always tell that he was in charge. If he entered a room or stood to make a speech, all eyes were on him. I think the only person he really loved is Aunt Cassidy. Maybe Audrey. It's hard to tell. I guess he was pleasant to be around. If he wasn't mad at you.
Nice job on finding the replacement part.
Harmless stuff, really. Putting jelly on Uncle Hugo's cane, moving his coffee mug slightly to the left, stuff like that. I got an earful from Aunt Cassidy after a gala once when she found a whoopee cushion on his chair. He didn't even sit on it.
If you break it, you repair it.
Alrighty then. Bye-bye then.
Make it quick. I gotta get back to my work.
Oh, hello.
Now that Stoltz isn't breathing down my neck about trivial
I don't
things,
have a lot of
maybe I can
time,
focus on
but I
dealing
can
with
always
the
find some to
lost.
talk about my research. Where do we start? Well, the research we did prior to the bombs dropping is classified. And to be honest, who cares anymore? My current research is focused on the weather machine and its relationship to the Lost. That said, I'm not going to go into that either, because we'd be here all day, and to be honest, I'm not sure that's something I want to freely discuss.
Hello again.
Make it quick. I gotta get back to my work. She was the love of my life.
Breathing down my neck about
The only
trivial
one that ever
things,
got me.
maybe I can focus
But I'm
on
not really
dealing
sure
with
how
the
any of
lost.
that is relevant to you.
Thanks again for the help back there. Couldn't have done it without
I
you.
suppose you're not wrong there. Well, to summarize it, we met in a bookshop. And whilst that might sound romantic, it certainly was not love at first sight. We actually got into a bit of an argument. But our differences quickly became our common ground.
Again?
We love to
Now that
challenge
Stoltz
each
is
other's
breathing
views
down
and
my neck
tastes in
about trivial
literature.
things,
And
maybe I can
whilst we
focus on
started to
dealing
love
with
how
the
different we
lost.
were, my father saw it as a threat. God, that sounds cheesy. I'll stop boring you with this now.
Hello again.
Having someone with such strong communist views, sweet-talking the air of his business, built on capitalist foundations. I mean, you can see how he'd find that threatening, right? I still begged my father to allow
Margaret
her to
says the
join us in the
outsider has
vault,
been earning
but
her keep.
to no avail.
Maybe they'll be good to have
Shortly
around
after I
after
talked to
all.
my father, she vanished. I always thought he was behind all of it. And now I have proof. I can't believe how much she changed, though. To do something so ridiculous like kidnapping my mother? I don't think we could have worked things out anymore. It sounds like she was a whole different person. And now she's gone for good.
Hello.
Anyway,
I still
think
can't
that's enough
believe
talking
Hilda
about
just
this for
left
me.
like that without an escort. She could have gotten herself killed.
I suppose. Anything in particular?
Something I can help you with?
Please don't talk to me right now.
Busy. Busy, busy, busy.
When it rains, it pours.
Seeing someone do so much good around here.
Impeccable timing. I was just thinking of you. You've gone through great lengths to clear a path ahead for us. The stage has been set for final preparations. Business? No, we can save that for later. I understand how my methods may seem extreme, but remember you are only seeing the end of the story. There are many chapters you've missed up until now. Perhaps I can provide some insight. Did you know that lightning can reach temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun? Energy beyond that of a star, and yet we can survive being struck by it. The Lost. Myself. My Cassidy. We live with it inside us, dancing, colliding, beautifully and violently. Invisible forces taking form right here, inside, in a fervent embrace. Chaos contained. That's just it, though. This isn't just about me. Please, I'll continue. When I first heard my Cassie's voice, it was magnetic, ensnaring me from across the room. Every footstep perfectly placed, as if I'd done it 1,000 times before. It was a force. A path so clear, so natural, a gravitational pull. Two entities brought together, and a magnificent explosion as a result. Only possible with our meeting. The world shifted at our very presence from that point on. We did the impossible together. You think I'm speaking of the past? No. When the feral mind began to take her, I feared losing her forever. That spark between us lost its charge. She slipped further and further away. I made a choice. To follow the only path that had provided us any hope. I reignited that spark. I brought her to the device. I pushed it to its limit. I allowed it to impart on us that power greater than the burning surface of the sun.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
An accident implies a lack of intent. No, it was a choice.
It's a shame we don't.
The creation of the Lost was no mistake. Its failure to reach completion is, however, a half-step that left them deserted in a reality all their own. But we need to bring them back. All of them. Not just my Cassie. We need to bridge the divide. That is what I'm trying to fix here. That is where I need your help. That is all I ask. We are so close to a solution now. I've provided Hilda and Audrey with all they need to complete our work. If you speak with them downstairs, they will be able to provide next steps.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little.
She knows there's more at stake than her childish passions. She may hate me to my very core. You may as well, but that doesn't change what needs to be done. Thank you. They are already caught up and will provide you with the information you need. Now, is there anything else? I'd prefer if we could begin soon. Yes. Hilda and I had been chasing a potential lead for some months now. We reached a blockade, though, one that was obliterated by your arrival. She and Audrey can provide the specifics, but in short, I believe I am the key. Or at least the results of my mutation are... As I remind you, I'm no scientist. But there is hope. I have seen it. The weather machine? Really? A machine? A tool? What could be left to discuss?
So much good around here. It's refreshing.
It was acquired. A last-minute sales pitch. I never anticipated it would have the impact it did, both positively and negatively. I hardly care to discuss history and trivial details. What it was is irrelevant. What it is now, progress. A solution.
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing.
It is the catalyst for their creation, and the creation of the storm as well. Though both appear to be living far beyond their conception. Our attempts to stop the spread of the feral mind led to a step in another direction. Now, we course correct. Good. We couldn't have come this far without you. I hope you know that.
I wonder if anyone would mind if I moved Henry and some of the You think I'm happy doing this, James? Of course not. But what choice do we have? This isn't just about us. It's about everyone here in the vault. Everyone we've lost.
He's not just a liar. He's a killer, Audrey.
Can we get started already? The tissue samples aren't gonna remain stable forever.
Oh, it's you. We were just trying to figure out... I don't know... everything. We both know everything is far from okay. We need to put an end to this, soon.
We're going to be overseeing a final experiment that could alter the future of this vault.
All of our work is coming to fruition! My research on understanding the lost, Audrey's on the weather machine, but the last piece is Uncle Hugo. Like, literally, we're examining a piece of him. Gross, I know. But once we have the right data, we can run the machine again to reverse the effects of the lost. We think.
The risk is high, but the reward is too great to ignore. And we may have a missing piece now, for an extra edge.
My father is the only one afflicted by the machine that has managed to retain his senses. At first, we speculated that it could be related to his sight impairment, but we are certain now there's more to it. He seems to have mutated differently from the other lost.
The experiments I've been running all but confirmed it.
We think the reason is because he was the one to push the big button, so to speak. He made direct contact with the device. The electricity spread out from him, almost like a conduit.
We are, and have the evidence to back it.
We've been comparing tissue samples from Uncle Hugo with ones from Papa and the others. The behavior from Uncle Hugo's sample is far more complex and responsive to stimuli. It's almost as if he's a completed specimen and the rest are just imitating him.
We've been repairing and adjusting the machine to potentially complete the Lost's transformation, using that monster upstairs as a template. That's where you come in. We need you to head surface side and run the experiment for us. We've set up a number of devices that can simulate the effects of,
It'll simulate what the impact of different device configurations will have on lost cells. In other words, we can test what would happen if we followed my uncle's plan on a smaller scale.
We're going to be reading the results as they're relayed back here. We'll be in communication via radio tuners on the devices as well. If this proves worthless, my father's going to have to... well, we'll deal with that when we know for sure. I'll mark the first device for you. We'll make contact once we see it up and running.
Anyone else kind of excited about this? Just me then?
Please don't talk to me right now.
Oh, hello.
You've been a greater asset than I could have asked for. And then you're dead.
Please don't talk to me right now.
Something I can help you with?
You've been a greater asset than I could have asked for. I'm in your debt.
Please don't touch anything in here. We've already had enough damage.
Morning!
It's good to have someone reliable to count on again. Maybe now we can start fixing things around here.
Please don't talk to me right now.
Something I can help you with?
Running control test. This will show us how added storm energy under the machine's old configuration interacts with their cells.
Why waste our time on this? We just need to see the effects of the new configuration.
We need a control group, James. This is too important for cutting corners.
As suspected. They become further agitated, volatile. They're much less stable than Uncle Hugo's now.
Great. Now we know the thing that was bound to fail will fail. On to the next device. Over and out.
Device 2 starting up now. We will be using the new configuration. Our hypothesis is that the samples from the Lost will begin to behave closer to Uncle Hugo's. Come on, science. You can do it!
God have mercy on us all if it can't.
really changed, but they are reacting to the sample from Father, even from across the table. They're moving toward it.
Let me see Hugo's. Dear Lord. It's not just that. They're mirroring it, following it. Almost like puppets on strings.
How is this even possible? Did Uncle Hugo know this would happen?
That bastard. He isn't planning to fix them. He's planning to bring them under his control. Sleazy, Vault-Tec scum. I knew it! I'm bringing him into custody. Now!
Oberlin, wait! James! Damn it, he's gone. You're still there, right? There's one more device. Please head there. We have to be sure this isn't some kind of fluke.
Starting final test now. Audrey, I don't like this. This has gotta be a mistake, right?
Let's finish the test.
No more. Coming in now. Please, please be different. No, it's the same. They're all moving with him. How? Why?
God damn him.
Audrey, we've got a problem. The bastard is gone.
What?
And you, get back here ASAP. Over and out.
thrill and excitement of life in a post-apocalyptic hellscape. By popular demand, this month's creative learning classes are on Wilderness Survival. Courses and crafting materials are now available. Life is an adventure. Are you up to the challenge?
But our jewelry comes close.
Artisan's Corner is the place for creative hands-on learning. And the Wilderness Survival Experience is our most popular program yet.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
Good, you're here. The situation has developed and we're short on time. If only. Listen up. We've discovered that Hugo didn't leave alone. He's taken Cassidy with him. That can only mean one thing. He's going to activate the weather machine already. Bastard. This experiment was just to distract us. He already had all the pieces he needed. The weather machine was already set to the parameters we just tested. This was a final trial run before the real deal. We can discuss our terrible choices later. We have to act now. There's only one place. He's likely to reach the meteorology sector any minute now, up at the Hawksbill weather station. Audrey already left to try and stop him, but even with Cassidy, he's gotten too much of a head start.
Security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
No, wait. We need to discuss what you'll do when you get there. I'll be brief. I need him alive. Good. We need him breathing if we want to learn more about this affliction. It'd be years of research lost. You're deranged if you think anything like that matters now. Survival here in Shenandoah is all we have left. There's no more time for this. Expect resistance, but remember, bring him in alive. Dismissed.
There was a landslide around the mansion?
Finally, I thought you'd never make it. He's locked me out, but I bought some time by disrupting the startup sequence. It's only a matter of minutes before he gets it up and running again, though. I can't believe it's come to this. I hate him. So fucking much! Yes, we are. For good. He needs to die. My God. Did I really just say that? This is really the only choice he's given me, isn't it? Oh, it's true. Please, he has to die. He can't do this again. You don't understand. Oberlin thinks we can still fix all of this. But we can't. We're out of options. The experiment proves that. If he's left alive, he might break free. He might try this again. He's not just a monster, he's a manipulator. He has to die. It's the only way. Please, we need to end this. Believe me, I know I'm starting to sound like I'm losing it too, but this is the only way. I'll begin unlocking the doors to the top floor. Just make your way there. The area is crawling with Lost. Probably his doing. Be careful. I'll be in touch over the loudspeakers. Please, go.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, that'll get you in. Just focus on the Lost while I work on the next grid. You're almost there. One more to go. Oberlin! God, you almost gave me a heart attack.
What's the status? We're not vomiting up electricity, so that's a promising sign. Wait, we still haven't gotten to him yet? Pick up the pace. We've got to hurry. What do you mean, kill him? Are you crazy? No, we need him alive.
James, it's too risky to keep him alive. He has to die. He has to.
Soldier, you know your orders. Do not let emotion guide you. We need him alive.
It's too late for that. Please, end this for good.
Here I stand, but not first, my friend. That man's still right.
It's open! Get in there!
Release the phantoms. See,
My friend! Schön, dich wiederzusehen. I apologize for pulling the wool over your eyes earlier. I needed a suitable distraction to hold their interest. But I should warn you, any attempt to dissuade me will be made in vain. I recommend turning back while you can. Ha! I hadn't taken you for someone frightened by something like grave danger. Do you not see? My darling's standing right here beside me. She walked here with me, followed my every step. Do you not understand what this means? I know the others wouldn't, but surely you do. Ah, but it has. Before we ever met even. Months ago, before we ever crossed paths, I stood here with Cassidy just as we had a decade ago. I ran this machine again, hoping, begging for a solution, and at worst, a release from this solitary life. The results were unexpected, more severe than my first attempt. The storm, you see? The shattering of the land around here? A result of that brave step. This would imply it was a failure. It wasn't. I made great progress in my second attempt. I was able to calm my Cassidy. Suddenly, she responded to my will. She followed my footsteps. She looked me in the eyes again. In that moment of bliss, we fled away back to the atrium. Hand in hand, like school children, we ran while this devilish machine spun on, sowing destruction. I learned something important about the power I hold. I am the gravitational force they need. I am a vessel for this storm. I can move them, save them. For now, perhaps. But that's why we must finish this. For months, I've pushed Hilda and Audrey toward the solution. I knew it was in me, the signal to shepherd them. I just needed them to isolate it, decode it, replicate it. To teach our machine to dance to my song, to forge a true bridge between me and our lost children. But truly, the last missing piece was you, mein Freund. Without your drive, we'd have been stuck. So, before we end this for good, I do want to thank you again for being a catalyst for change. Now, let's finish this, shall we? I have business to attend to. You know nothing. I can see that now. Free will? Violence is the only will your ilk understands. En garde. You've just made the worst decision of your life.
Stay alert!
You traitor, stop it! I underestimated your strength, it would seem. I suppose this is an unfortunate turn of events, isn't it?
I'd say you'll regret this, but you won't live long enough to do so.
Anticipated.
I underestimated your strength, it would seem. I suppose this is an unfortunate turn of events for me, isn't it? So that is your solution? To lock me away like some caged animal? So short-sighted. There's another way. You don't have to end this. You can still help me, if only you'd see things my way for a moment. If only you'd see the sparkle in her eyes. There's hope. She is in there. They all are. I can be the bridge. I just need your help this one final time. That pull between us. Every footstep perfectly placed once more. So please, help me. Just walk away. Get clear of this place and allow me to finish my work. I will make it worth your while if you just let me bring them all home again. They will be safe, with family again. This won't just transform them into the violent, chaotic lost you have seen. We will move together again. They'll be in my orbit, at peace. Please, help me. Mein Freund. I have no strength to fight. Do what you will, then. Fool.
Good. He's still breathing. Hurry up and power down that machine. We'll come retrieve him when it's safe.
I trusted you. I fucking trusted you.
It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us. Thank you. You did a hell of a good job back there. I knew you'd do the right thing. You've been a good soldier for us. Glad we put our trust in you. Yep, you're one of the good ones, all right. No doubt about it. I'm just glad we're on the same team. Hate to go toe-to-toe with someone like you.
Oh, there is still a blank space on the wall. That'll do.
Don't. That's exactly how he's manipulated us for years. His mask's off now. He's got no hold over us anymore. I'm sure it feels like he got off easy, but I assure you, that's not the case. He's sedated for now, and still recovering from that proper ass whooping you provided. But once he wakes up, the time for rest is over. The research begins. He's the key to solving the Lost, and we'll see to it that he remains a silent contributor. If he wasn't the solution to all this, I'd have put him in a body bag myself. He should feel lucky that he's valuable enough to keep alive. In the meantime, we'll sort out the mess the sorry SOB left us. So, rest easy. But, look. I can't give you a Medal of Honor. Don't have one to give. But I would, if I could. This goes without saying, but you've more than earned my respect. I hope that means something to you. Don't go turning into a stranger, all right? That's an order. I need to get this place back into shape. Find us a new purpose. But first, cleaning up Stoltz's mess.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
I'll have to keep an eye on Audrey. I think the stress of everything is getting to her.
So it was her. Why?
Hugo still hasn't said much, but he will. We have all the time in the world. What do you need, friend? Where do I start? Got a list of things to address as long as Skyline Drive.
There was a landslide around the mansion. I wonder how that happened.
With any luck, the research Hilda has been working on can be put to good use. If nothing else, it will be a good starting point for future research. And if they can't be fixed, well, maybe Hugo could still be useful to us after all.
Oh, I got struck by an idea.
I honestly don't know. Hugo's ability to control them, and even resist the adverse effects himself, are our only clue. Maybe a cure isn't the answer. Maybe Hugo had the right plan with the wrong priority. Being able to harness that power for ourselves, just like Hugo? If we can't find a cure, maybe that's the answer. That's untapped potential. Thanks. We'll be sure to reach out if anything comes of our research.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
With luck, it will disappear on its own without the machine powering it. I'll ask Audrey if she wouldn't mind keeping an eye on it. It's a mixed bag. Office politics and all that. I'm sure the rumor mill is already running rampant. Just one more thing to deal with.
Oh, I got struck by an idea.
Not right now, but we might in the future. I need intel. I need to know we can have a friendly relationship with whoever's out there. I can't risk our security on a whim. Even reaching out to the army could have dire consequences for us. Maybe, in the future. I hold out hope they're still out there. For now, we've got more immediate fish to fry. But who knows? There's plenty of military facilities in this region. May be able to find an ally hidden among them.
So it was her. But why?
This is only the beginning. It will take some time for things to settle down. Things are going as well as they can be. I couldn't have done it without your help. Is there anything in particular you wanted to ask?
You reckon that storm is gonna get worse or better?
That's up to her. I told her I wouldn't hold it against her that she tried to shoot me. Many lives have been lost in our time here. Hopefully she's willing to help look after what's left. I suspect her mother alone may be reason enough for her to stay, but she is free to leave if she wishes to do so. Selfishly, I hope she's willing to support us here in the years to come.
So it was her. But why?
Audrey and I returned her to her room, where she will be kept under observation. If well behaved, Hugo may be permitted opportunities to see her again. I doubt that will be for quite some time. Stoltz isn't talking, but it's not as if that's unexpected. It's only a matter of time until we get some useful information from him. Hopefully, we can right the wrongs he was involved with. Where to start? What was he thinking with his asinine plan back at the lab? What he planned to do with the weather machine? The original purpose of this vault? Stoltz isn't talking, but it's not as if that's unexpected. It's only a matter of time until we get some useful information from him. Hopefully, we can right the wrongs he was involved with.
Oh, I got struck by an
That remains to be seen. For all his faults, he's still a person. I believe he should pay for what he did, but I can't be the one to decide his punishment. For now, though, he could still be useful. Is there anything else? Don't be a stranger. You're always welcome here. Oh, welcome back. How can I help?
What if we go back to the surface? Nobody wants to know us because of our, condition.
We should clean up some of those old rooms and start making use of them again.
How's it going out there? Windy? Airish? We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. Before the accidents.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system and it works,
You
damn
should
it!
have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. I miss research before the science and discoveries and news. Screw it. I miss how it was before. You reckon that storm's gonna get worse or better?
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here. Felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about. You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something.
If I could use
Before
and then
the
we could.
accidents.
Oh, I should write this down.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Something I can help you with? busy, busy.
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got the system and it
Wow.
works, damn it.
Your skin isn't split at all? You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure
Nice
was
job on
something.
finding the replacement part.
You know, for the
Yes.
Seeing someone do so much good around here, it's refreshing.
Good. I'm busy anyway.
I'm surprised there's still people out there.
Huh? What did you say?